So I am just going to cleanse the energy here using this Palo Santo. Palo Santo is really good for energy cleansing. The spirit must knew. Look at that. Do you see how that's burning? Definitely some energy that needed to be cleansed for sure. Holy Spirit, I ask that you cleanse this energy that surrounds me at this time. 360 degrees around me at all times. Spirit, I ask that you cleanse my energy of anything that is not of me, of anything that is not of you. Remove anything coming to bring me harm, doubt, fear, stagnation. Remove it. Spirit, remove it. Let it fall away. Remove any blockages from this reading so that all the messages may come through accurate and concise. Cleanse the energy. Hey, Javon. Hello, you guys. I'm well, Callie. How are you? Y'all gonna have to excuse me. My eyes a little blurry. This phone is kind of far away, so I can't see that well. Good morning to you if it's morning where you are. Good evening and good night. Okay. To everyone, thank you guys for coming in. We're just cleansing the energy. Okay, let me cleanse you guys' energy as well. Cleanse the collective energy spirit. Y'all. I'm well, thank you. Thanks for the subscription. Thanks for the subscription. We're gonna go ahead and get started, you guys. Okay. And just let this burn as well. Okay. Ooh, that's too. We're gonna put it to the side over here. Okay. To stop it from being so much. But I have been getting all kind of messages in dreams, messages just while I'm driving. So there's definitely something here. Definitely something here. Welcome in, everybody. There's definitely a message here for you guys. And we're going to see what that is. I will not delay. Thank you to everybody who is staying with me while I go through these messages, okay? If you're here, you're meant to be here. So there's definitely something for you, for sure. So I just want to get a good shuffle so y'all can see these cards are being shuffled here. I'm so excited to see what the first card out is going to be. This is one of the new decks that I got. And I did cleanse these decks when I got them. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. If you feel drawn to do so, like and subscribe. Look, first card out, you guys. First card out. There is not enough faith to manifest your desires. So some of you guys are doubting right now, and this is actually stopping the things that you want to come in for you from coming in for you is the energy here. What are the other energies? Okay, so all three of these came out, so I'm gonna flip them here. So what is the overall energy here, Spirit? A few months. A few months. So something big is definitely gonna happen in a few months for you guys. Like, the dreams have been crazy. I'm gonna have to just do a live just for my dreams because they be off the chain, right? What's the challenge here, Spirit? So this is the challenge. It says taking a break will allow you to recharge. So the challenge for some of you guys is that you need to take a break here. You definitely need to take a break. All right, and recharge. You guys may have very well been overworking, maybe too much social media, maybe just being around too many people that can literally drain your energy really quickly. So definitely take the time to take a break. Take the time to purge your energy of the things that are not you. Okay? And we have, it's safe to make that adjustment. It's safe to make that adjustment here. So this is the outlook here. So with that, it's safe to make that adjustment, right? So some of you guys are wanting new jobs. Some of you guys are actually wanting to move from wherever you're living at right now, okay? And also some of you guys may very well be dealing with some sort of loss at this time. Yes, this is for everyone. This is for everyone here. So some of you guys could definitely, in a few months here, okay, you're going to actually start to see some of those things come in. But Spirit is wanting you to know, like, don't doubt. Like, just because you don't see it happening doesn't mean it's not happening. And that's what's actually happening with a lot of you guys. Like, y'all are doubting Spirit. You're doubting that these manifestations are going to come through. You're doubting that the things that you want are going to come, because you're like, okay, I keep saying all these readers saying it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. When is it coming? Okay, well, Spirit has given you a timeline here. It's coming within a few months. There is going to be a shaking coming. Okay? I feel a shaking in the spirit. It's coming. Within a few months, you're going to be shaking here. Literally. So this may even feel like a tower situation to some of you guys, right? So some of you guys within a few months, it's going to feel like your world is being turned upside down, but actually it's working in your favor, and you just have to hold on. Okay, you just have to hold on. Even though it may feel like a tower moment, in a few months when this comes in for you, okay, it's for you. It's not working against you, it's working for you. So you have to maintain that faith. Isn't that what this card said? There's not enough faith here. So you have to maintain that faith that it is going to happen. Okay? And even though it may feel like a tower, the situation is still safe here. It's still a safe situation. It's just, it's going to be more so an emotional tower. Literally. An emotional tower is coming. Like, something is going to happen that's really going to shake you to your core, but it's actually going to turn out really good here. It says negativity is blocking the path from success. So that goes right with the other card here. So don't give in to negativity, right? Don't give in to negativity. Don't let your faith be shook, right? Don't let your faith be shook. Stand firm on your faith because you're on the right path here. So you're not doing anything wrong here. You're on the right path. Look, there are too many obstacles and blockages. So that's your energy. You're feeling like, okay, this is supposed to be my spiritual journey, but I'm coming across too many obstacles. I'm coming across too many blockages. If I'm operating within the spirit, things are supposed to be getting better for me. But see, if you remember, okay, for those of you who have come from a Christian background or have some sort of knowledge of a Christian background, remember, God tested the spirit, okay? He allowed Satan to go down and test Job. And y'all remember what happened to Job, right? Who, Lord? Job went through it, okay? He was tested by his health. He was tested by his wealth. His whole family was slaughtered in a storm, okay? Whole family, kids, wife, everything. Even his livestock. See, Job was a wealthy man, okay? Even his livestock, his cows and chickens and pigs, all that, goats and stuff, sheep, whatever he had, right, was slaughtered as well. And it was so crazy. It was like, he was just chilling in the house. And he was so wealthy that he had like a lot of land. So he had people, caretakers who tended to this land that he had, right? So when it started happening, when all this stuff started happening, right? It didn't happen like, okay, it happened this day, then a few years later, this happened. No, this all happened in one day at the same time. Just imagine sitting there at your kitchen table, eating good, then somebody come and tell you, Master, all your cows and horses and chickens and pigs, they all dead. The storm that came and knocked them all out. Imagine that. And then before he can even finish good, the next one come up, Master, the storm that took out all your houses. You remember we just built that one down there? Yeah, that one too. It's gone. It's gone. Then another one come up. Oh, Master. Master, I hate to tell you this, but all your kids gone. All your kids gone, Master. I'm sorry, I hate to be the bearer of this bad news. What Job do? Oh! Job told him, clothes off, put on that sackcloth. Oh, Lord, I don't know what I did, but I still praise you. I don't know what I did, but I still give you the glory. Because you give and you can take it away. At the end of the day, that's the God I serve. Everybody have their own thing, but at the end of the day, I serve a God who can give and take away. And the thing is, he does it tactfully. He'll give you what you need, right? Or he'll give you what you think you need. Then he allows it to be taken away to see how you react, right? So if I give you $1 million and I decide to come back, hey, let me, just to see, right? I come back, I take that $1 million right back from you, just to see how you respond. Okay, you gonna have different people respond different ways, right? Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't have to begin with anyway, so it ain't no loss to me, right? Then you gonna have your ones. Oh, you an Indian giver? You gonna give me this? And I had already planned this to spend it this way and spend it that way, right? And then you have ones that just be ready to fight. You want these $1 million back? You gonna have to get it back in blood, right? You definitely have those that's like that. For sure, you definitely have some like that. They want it back in blood. But the thing is, it's a test. It's a test. Because if I give you this million, then I take it away, and your response is still a response of gratitude, you say thank you for taking it away? You tell me thank you? I never had it to begin with, and take it away anyway? That's going to make you want to give it back. And not only is that going to make a person want to give it back to you, it's going to make them want to give you more. And that's the God I serve. He will test you. Even Jesus was tested on the mountain. They were sitting up there, hey, you see all that? You see all that out there? Yeah, that's me. That's me out there. Look, look, look. Why don't you just kill yourself? And I'll give you it. Look, why don't you? No, he didn't say kill yourself first. He said, why don't you bow down and praise me? Show me obedience. And I'll give you everything you see. As far as your eye can see, it's all mine. I'll give it to you. Jesus like, psh, no, good on that. Jesus like, I'm good on that. Because one thing about it, that you do have, it perishes. It can go away. A storm can come and blow all that down. And then he was like, well, okay. You say you serve this mighty God, right? You serve this mighty God. Why don't you just jump off the mountain? Why don't you just jump off this cliff and let the angels catch you? How about that? Since your God is such a good God, why don't you jump off the cliff? Said the angel's not going to let you even stump your toe. So you say, right? And Jesus like, no, I'm not finna play with God. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not finna play with God. You got me messed up. For real, you got me messed up. I'm not finna play with God. So yes, I said all that to say, God will test you, okay? He will test you. Just to see if it's more so he's testing you to see if you can handle it, because the thing is, once you do get to a point of abundance, you have to understand it's a roller coaster ride still. Okay, we are still living on this 3D earth, baby. We're still living on this 3D earth. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. It doesn't matter. You can ask the richest person in the world if they still have struggles, and they will tell you yes. Because one thing about it is, at the end of the day, troubles will always come. The Bible tell you that too. Your days are short and full of trouble. So why add to them? Literally, why add to them? Confirmation. Woohoo! Confirmation. So let's see. Your intentions are set and sent to the universe. Look. Your intentions are set and sent to the universe. So all those many prayers that you've been praying have been heard. This message has been sent to the universe. Okay. So those of you that are tuned in, you are going to be shaken in a few months. Believe that. See, you have to have that faith. Okay? Look, and even for some of y'all, look how Spirit do. Even for some of y'all, depending on your faith, okay, a few days here. a few days for some of you guys. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to make this video public after it gets done uploading. And when this comes through for you guys, some of you guys, it's going to come through in a few days. When it comes through, come back and comment and let the others know, hey, it came through. Okay? I felt the shaking in my spirit. Okay? Look, a protection spell is needed for this situation. This how real it is. You understand what I'm saying? This how real it is. Look, and then you see how that pop. I'm telling you, protect yourself spiritually, mentally, physically. Okay? You have to protect yourself. Don't let other people's words make you feel any kind of way. Understand that most people speak from a place of hurt. Most people who are not healed speak from a place of hurt. Okay? Welcome back, bestie. I do remember that name, your bestie. But you got to get away from the negative mindset. You got to get away from it, right? And I actually was drawn to pull this other deck out. I haven't really used it in a while. But after all that I just said out my mouth, I did not plan to say that. First of all, that was unscripted, okay? Unplanned. I didn't plan to talk about Job and Jesus, okay? Because, you know, when you start talking about religion, people be, I don't believe in this, or I don't do that, and da-da-da-da-da, this, that, and the third. So I try not to, you know what I'm saying, do so much, right? Because, you know, spirituality is a personal thing, right? Your faith is a personal thing. So let's see, what sign of the time are we getting here? Bottom of the deck, we have peace. We have peace. Ooh. Look. Fun. In messages. So some of you guys may actually get some type of communication from a family member, a friend, co-worker, whoever, somebody that you actually communicate with, right? And it's like they're going to invite you out for a good time. Okay, go. Go. I just heard go. So definitely, if you are invited out by a family member or a friend, like somebody that you're already communicating with, go. Is the energy. Go. Let's see. What other... Look, we got coins at the bottom of the deck. So some of you guys are actually you're going to start finding coins on the ground. Okay, it looks like tar here. So you could actually just randomly find coins like in a parking lot or whatever the case is. And if you do, pick those coins up because they are good luck. Okay, and it's a sign that your luck is about to start changing. When you do find these coins on the ground, it's a sign that your luck is changing here. Yes, changing for the better with the balance, literally. Okay, but you have to surrender. You guys, you have to surrender and have faith. Surrender to the flow. Surrender to the flow of the universe. Okay? So yeah, definitely surrender to the flow of the universe, because at the end of the day, when you try to force things, right? When you try to force things to happen, they never happen in your favor here. See, some of you guys may have that little air of control issues, right? No, you don't need no dime that bad, okay? I wouldn't pick up a dime out of Diesel, but just the fact that you even seen the dime, right? So if you can pick it up, right? Definitely use your noodle. You have to use your noodle. Use discernment with all things, even with what I tell you or what the next person tell you. You still got to use your own mind. We cannot think for you, especially in a collective setting here. But it's definitely time for some of you guys to recover. Okay, so some of you guys do just need to actually take a rest here, for sure. Yeah, because you have a lot of distractions around you at this time, right? So you've been dealing with a lot of distractions around you, and the spirit is calling you to actually take a break and rest your nerves, child. Okay? It's like you need to definitely do some meditation here. I don't know if you guys can hear the little meditation music playing in the background, but you can actually just find you a quiet place. Sometimes I sit in my car. Honestly, it be so quiet. Sometimes I go sit in my car and I'll just let the meditation music play and just kind of think about all the things that I'm grateful for and just kind of like let myself zone out, right? Clear my mind, clear my heart, okay? Just check in with myself, right? Self, are you okay? You good? Anything hurting in your body, self, that you need to pay attention to? Are you hungry? No? You thirsty? A little bit? Okay. Drink some water, self. So yeah, you definitely have to check in with yourself. You got to. Because at the end of the day, nobody gonna take care of you but you. Okay? But I saw key here. Open doors and wonder, stability here, resilience and harmony. Surrender. Surrender to the flow. Things are about to start flowing for you. I'm telling you, and it's going to hit your life like a storm. Hey. Hello, everybody. Hello to everyone who came into the chat. Hello to everyone who came to watch. Okay. But it's definitely hitting you like a storm. So we have the Raise Your Vibration Oracle here. So let's just see. Let's see what's in this deck. I actually don't know what's in this deck, really. Because it's a new deck, actually. So let's see if we can raise the vibrations of the collective. Okay. It reminds me of that scene in Happy Feet when he was like, raise your voices. When they was having a war between the traditional way, right? The way that they had been conditioned to learn and to do or to behave, and a newer way that could possibly bring good change. So that could be even a message for some of you guys. Some of you guys may be very traditional, right? So it's like you don't like to try new things because you don't know what the outcome could be. And you feel like by trying new things, you mess up the natural flow of what you already have going. But sometimes that's exactly the thing that you need to move out of that particular energy. Because you'll just be one way for the rest of your life. And it's like you have to broaden your horizons and open your mind, literally. Okay? So let's see. Look, it says your mind is an altar to source energy. Come through spirit. So you guys are way more powerful than y'all give yourself credit for. The human body is amazing. The human mind, oh my gosh. The mind is amazing. It literally does whatever you tell it to do. Literally. Literally. Okay, we have one. Look. I was called here on a mission. I was called here on a mission, okay? I wish I had a bell. I would ding it right now. Ding! I was called here on a mission, baby. Bottom of the deck. Healing myself heals my lineage. Manifesting is my superpower. Good energy here, you guys. Good energy. All I need is good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High energy. Let's see what we got here. This wants to come out so bad. Ooh, look at here. Relationships are assignments. So with that being said, understand, not all relationships are going to end, or not all relationships are going to go the way that you expect them to go. Okay? Whether that is family, friend, or whoever the case is, right? All relationships are not going to go the way that you expect them to go, because they're assignments, right? And what happens, can anybody tell me what happens at the end of an assignment? Can somebody put in the chat what usually happens at the end of an assignment? Let's see. So I don't know. Can anybody tell me what usually happens at the end of an assignment? Let's go back to school, you guys. Let's flex that noodle. You get graded. Somebody said new assignment. Ego deaths. See, you're thinking spirit. Let's go back to school, okay? So the teacher gives you an assignment, right? For that week. You have an assignment. The assignment is due at the end of the week, right? Okay. After all your assignment has been turned in, it said you go off with friends and smoke weed. I'm weak. No, Josh. No, we don't do that. What happens at the end of an assignment? Somebody was right on target. You get graded. The assignment does get graded. But I'll tell you guys, right? At the end of an assignment is usually a test coming, right? Remember that. At the end of an assignment is usually a test coming. So keep that in mind. So when you're in this relationship, it's going to be tested. And usually it's to see, okay, are you ready to go to the next level, right? Said, run it back. What assignment? Relationship. Relationships are assignments. Relationships are assignments. Say you can understand how much you're in the water. I'm weak. That's facts, though. You can understand how much you're in the water. Okay? And the water is symbolic of emotions, too. Are you balanced at the end of this assignment? Or are you down the rabbit hole at the end of the assignment? What side are you on? Because being in a relationship, it takes so much energy, right? It takes so much energy when you're in a relationship. So you definitely want to find somebody who balances you out, right? You don't want somebody who your energy is here and their energy is down here, because you'll be fighting the whole time trying to pick this person up. And while you're picking this person who's way down here up, you're just going to be going down. So when they get up, you'll be down. Okay? And the person that you have to help up here, they don't want to go back down there. So when you now need help getting back up, you're gonna have to figure it out on your own at the end of the day, because that person is not gonna want to stay down there. They're just gonna go wherever the other people at who up, right? They're not gonna leave you. They're not gonna go back down. They're not gonna go back down to help you up, depending on the person. But if you have a balanced person, then y'all already meeting at the middle anyway. Y'all already meeting at the middle anyway. So if somebody did slip down a little bit, it takes nothing to pull them back up. And if you slip down a little bit, they don't see it as this huge task that they have to defeat, right? They right there with you. They're right there with you. Literally. So be mindful. Look, where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. So don't let anybody tell you, oh, this, like, don't let a person like flood you with excuses as to why they can and can't do this when you're in a relationship. Because the thing is, where there's a will, there's a way. I learned a long time ago, okay? A person is going to do what they want to do. They're going to say what they want to say. They're going to go where they want to be. At the end of the day, it ain't always that is where he want to be, yeah. Keisha Cole tried to tell y'all. It ain't where they at, it's where they want to be. That's the whole thing. Because at the end of the day, nobody can put a gun to somebody's head and make them do anything. At the end of the day, it's still a choice. Even if there is a gun to your head, it's still a choice. Literally, it's still a choice. Regardless of the situation, it's still a choice. Because you can choose to say, I'll do it. Or you can choose to say, baby, you might well go and pull the trigger. The choice is yours at the end of the day. I trust the wisdom within. You should trust your intuition. What is your intuition telling you about that person that's not giving you equal give and take, right? Facing my shadow removes darkness from the world. A lot of times, if you're in a relationship with a person and they're like not reciprocating the same output of energy that you are, they're probably still in the shadows. They're probably still operating within the shadows, trying to fight with their own demons. It says, my high vibe will heal the world. But the thing is, you have to know when to give and when to take back, right? When to give and when to preserve your energy, because, baby, never be depleted. You're giving and giving and giving, but you're not receiving anything. Guess what? You're going to run out. And they'll be all filled up. No comment on the tears. Not my monkey, not my show. Okay. My input don't put money in my pocket. So I'm going to keep it. And here we go again. Boom. Your mind is an altar to source energy. It's safe for you to shine. So don't let somebody dim your light, right? Don't let somebody make you feel small, or don't let somebody force you to live small just to make them comfortable. Because honesty is the best policy. Be true to yourself at the end of the day. If you got a liar on your hand, you may want to reconsider. But I am surrounded by angels. This card did peep through. And this is right behind it. I am protected by source. I am surrounded by angels, and honesty is the best policy because I was called here on a mission. We all are. Everybody is on their own journey here. And the sooner we realize that, the sooner we'll understand. Look, I make way for miracles. You make way for miracles by being open, right? By not being closed off, by not doubting, by not being fearful. You make way. Literally. So I'm going to pull a couple tarot, and then I'm going to leave it where it's at, you guys. Oh, you are welcome, Reaper Rose. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is so nice to have you guys in the chat with me. Okay. Definitely subscribe to my channel, you guys. I do go live often. And also, I'm running a special this month. So for people who want like they have some questions they want to get answered here, I'm doing a 420 special all month long. So it's going to be 4 questions for $20. I know some people do $20 for 1 question, but I'm actually going to do 4 questions for $20. And that's going to be my little 420 special, okay? So shout out to all my 420 partakers, okay? So yeah, if you want to get that deal from me, that 420 deal, the 4 questions for $20, and if you don't actually have questions, then I'll just channel the spirit, right? And just see what questions come up. And then maybe you'll have a question along the way. So it'll be like a mini reading kind of thing. Because I did have somebody who just wanted a general reading. They didn't really have any questions, but it still turned out really well, I must say. So shout out to all the people who are taking advantage of this deal. I am grateful, and it feels so good to actually be able to help, you know, ease people's mind, right? Help them get some questions answered, help them get some confirmations. It's a wonderful feeling, I must say. So let's see here. Ooh, look, I knew this was gonna come out. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I've been feeling this energy right here. This death energy. I had just got off. I was sitting in my car, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like somebody died or somebody about to die. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's so weird. It's like I was feeling like that mourning energy, like I'm in mourning, but nobody has died. So it's so weird to me. It's like, what is going on here? And I was like thinking about pulling on the energy, and when I actually started to, think about it, I literally seen this card in my mind's eye, the Death card. Literally, I kid you not. I'm not even making this up. This is honest. Honest. I literally seen this Death card. So y'all be careful here, okay? So I'm gonna just put that out for my collective. Y'all be very careful, especially when you on the road. Be careful, very careful, okay? Because I told y'all, I've been having these dreams. They've been coming like crazy. I literally had like a series of dreams, like day by day, like every day for like 3 days or so. I was dreaming about car accidents. It was like a red Toyota and like a Nissan. It was a black pickup truck in one. It was a white car in one. It was a van in one. It was a truck. So yeah, it was like what kind of car was it? It was like a Crown Vic too. It said, my butt cracks. I'm weak. But yeah. So that death energy is definitely out there. And I'll say this too, you guys, be careful. Be careful, like, what you say and who you say, because you don't know, like, what kind of spiritual protection a person may have. So a person comes into my live and they get to talking all that talkity talk. And then they wondering why stuff starting to happen to them out of the blue. And they think that they done got some abracadabra done to them, when actually it's just spirit coming through to show them, don't play with my anointed. Look, bottom of the deck. Don't play with my anointed. So yeah, hopefully this death energy is not connected to somebody who is actually in some kind of devilish energy here. Okay? So be very careful. So somebody could definitely even been in this devilish energy, this very toxic energy here, trying to cause endings for you. But Spirit said no. No. No, honey. Spirit said no. They said no. They're closing out that cycle. And I kid you not, here we go again with the house energy. I literally was telling one of my subscribers about, I've been getting a lot of energy regarding moving. So some of you guys may very well be moving. And I think I spoke about this at the beginning of the reading, that some of you guys may be moving here. So some of you guys may very well be moving, but it's definitely going to be very stable when it happens. So you don't have to actually worry about the logistics and all this, that, and the third, because it's going to be a stable situation here. It's like everything is going to be sorted out. You'll be able to move very efficiently. Okay. But we also have the Three of Swords here. So you could very well, so with that being said here, you could very well be breaking somebody's heart by leaving them behind. Or if it's the reverse energy, somebody broke your heart by leaving you behind to go to or to explore other options here, right? But there's a new beginning for you either way. Either way, that cookie crumbled. There's a new beginning behind it. Whether they broke your heart or you broke their heart by having to leave them behind, there's a new beginning here. Literally. Because you decided to actually do the work. You decided to go within and heal a lot of the things from your past that have been bothering you. So I'm seeing that a lot. Yeah. So a lot of you guys were burdened by your past here. And this is actually, it actually was blocking you from your abundance here. So by actually healing your childhood wounds, and to the point where when it's brought up or you hear about it, you're not being affected. Y'all, let me tell you, I had the weirdest dream, right? It was like this girl in my dream. So let me put the cards down on this one. It was so weird. So she was working. We were at work. I don't know who the girl was, but we were at work. Oh, no problem, Alexis. But we were at work, y'all. And this girl, she was just doing her job. And then somebody would say, mother, right? They would just say the word mother. And she just start boohoo crying like, oh, whatever she was saying. It was so weird. Like literally, she just be walking down the hallway and somebody say, mother, and then she would just break down. I'm like, oh my God, that was the weirdest dream. So somebody could definitely be dealing with a lot of childhood wounds from their mother. Okay. Could have been something their mother did or something that their mother allowed to happen that is definitely causing or had definitely caused a lot of wounding, a lot of trauma from the past. Okay. And being in that wounded energy, right? Operating within that wounded energy, it causes like it causes blockages for you in your current life, because that stuff it's you. It's a part of you. Until you actually heal it, it stays with you. It doesn't matter how many times you push it down, right? It's right there with you. It's not going nowhere until you actually turn it around and face it. Hey, you childhood drama, childhood trauma, okay? I see you. I don't like you, but I see you. What happened to me was not my fault. What happened to me wasn't good, but it did happen. And I don't blame myself for it. Especially if you a kid, right? Especially if you a kid. So the veil is fully lifted. Come through. You have to forgive yourself. You truly do. Thanks for the likes, you guys. It's greatly appreciated. Okay? Like, this message is a free message. I appreciate any likes you guys throw up for me. You know, like if you like. But this energy could have definitely been blocking obstacles for, you know, been blocking your abundance here. But with the King of Pentacles sitting right here, it's like you're opening up so many doors of opportunity here. Look, boom. This is like, these are the things that these traumas have been affecting. Hey, Gigi. These are the things that this trauma that you've gone through has affected. It has affected the way you make money. It's affected the jobs that you get or the jobs that you choose, right? Because 9 out of 10, you're going to choose a toxic environment when you don't have to. It has affected your confidence here. A lot of people, they lose or they don't have confidence because of something that happened in the past to them that made them lose that confidence. Right? And a lot of you guys literally stuck, stalemate energy. Don't know how to choose something. Don't know when to choose something. Don't even know how to go within to make a decision. So you end up asking a friend, asking a family member, and they end up steering you in the wrong direction. And then you feel like you have to start over from zero because you took bad advice. But healing is necessary. Healing is non-negotiable if you want forward movement. Now, you can, like I said, everything is a choice at the end of the day, and you can choose to stay stuck in stagnant energy, or you can choose to heal. You can choose to heal. Literally. Look, and that's facts with the High Priestess coming through. Listen to your intuition. Listen to those nudges that you get. Because you don't listen to yourself as much as you should, because people from your past or these traumas from your past has caused you to doubt yourself so much, has caused you to doubt your own thinking. You don't even trust your own thoughts. So when you're thinking of something, you always feel like you need confirmation from somebody else, or you always feel like, you need to get approval from somebody else. So it's like you may even come up with a plan all on your own, or you may come up with a choice all on your own. Okay, this is what I want. This feels good to me. This is what I want to do. But let me go ask my cousin about this. Let me go ask my mama. Let me go ask my auntie. Let me go ask my friend about this first to see what they think. So you go and ask them. 9 out of 10, they probably hating. At the end of the day, let's just be real. 9 out of 10, they probably hating. And you asking them, okay? And they plant these seeds of doubt in your head. Why you want to do that? You don't need to do that. That's not good for you. That's not that I don't know about that. It's gonna make you look like this. It's gonna make you sound like that. You gonna seem like a simp. You gonna seem like a lame. And it's like they know one thing about it. Your family, your friends are the closest ones to you. So they know the things to say to you to get you to respond a certain way. They know if they tell you if some gonna make you look lame, or some gonna make you look ugly, or whatever the case is, and you have that insecurity already, they know you not finna do that. They know that. Don't let nobody else control you. Make your own choices. Because one thing about it, say for instance, yeah, you make a choice on your own without asking nobody else. You make a choice, okay? And it don't turn out the way you thought it was, right? Well, guess what? You learn from that experience. And it's like you sharpen your intuition, because it's like, okay, now I know, don't choose that, right? Instead of going to somebody else and getting their opinion that don't even really matter at the end of the day, because it's your life, okay? Hi. It be your own people. That's facts. If you have a family member who hating on you, now I ain't saying all family be hating, but y'all know the ones who in the messed up situations they self, The ones who always drinking, the one you see them always drunk, always partaking in some type of substance because they trying to cope with their own life that they hate. Okay. The one who always sitting in the back talking about somebody else because they hate theyself. Them be the ones I'm talking about. Them the ones I'm talking about. The one who always slick talking, got something nasty to say, but try to make it in a joking way. Nah, boo-boo, you meant that. You meant that. The one drinking in the middle of the day. Right. Like, girl, I don't even hear no birds chirping yet. What you doing? Now, that's not to say that anybody who take a drink in the middle of the day is toxic or whatever, or hater. But because sometimes I'll take me a little, because if I have to work that night, then guess what? I'm drinking that day. Okay? Sometimes, but I'm not even really like a heavy drinker. But sometimes I need a drink, honey. I need a drink sometimes. I can't even lie. So let's see, you guys. Look, justice. Justice. So by healing these past burdens that you go through, right? By healing all these past burdens, you actually are bringing in justice for yourself. And it's justice because it's liberating. You're freeing yourself. You're freeing yourself from the clutch of other people because they can't control you no more. Once you free yourself, their words don't have that same bite no more once you free yourself. Okay? And you're free to make your own mistakes. You're free to learn from your own mistakes, which sharpen your intuition. People be like, well, how do you listen to your intuition? Well, when you sitting there minding your business and all of a sudden some tell you get up and go outside, get up and go outside. When you trying to figure out what decision to make and you listen to yourself and it say, choose that option, choose that option. That's your intuition speaking. It sounds like you, but it's not really a thought that you're thinking about. That's intuition. That little nudge. Especially like, how many times have say if you going somewhere. Oh, I probably should take that with me. No, I don't need it. I don't need it. Next thing you know, you get there, somebody asks you a question about it. I knew I should have brought that with me. Some told me, look, some told me to do that. Some told me to get that. Some told me to bring that. Guess what? That told you, that's intuition. Lord, they done stole the journal, vision board, and the crystal. Good Lord. Good Lord. They done it all. done it all, done it all, done it all. What's the last messages for the collective, Spirit? What are the last messages for the collective? What are the last messages for the collective, please? What's the advice that you want to leave the collective with here? What's the advice for the collective? I can't make it up. With the lovers on the bottom. So we got 7 of Swords, trickery, deception, thievery, thief. the Tower. We have the Lovers, and we have Strength. So when it comes to these toxic energies, right? Who basically just don't want you to have nothing. At the end of the day, they want you to be on zero. They want nothing to grow for you, right? When it comes to these energies, and they're coming and they're deceiving you, they're being very deceptive with the trickery and the smoke and the mirrors and the lies and the swindling. This is their fate at the end of the day. And with the Lovers here, it don't even necessarily mean boyfriend, girlfriend type of energy, right? It could even be just people that you love in general here, okay? And then also going back to that past trauma energy, right? Going back to that, people will deceive you. You go and asking people for advice, they will deceive you, especially if they don't have their life together. You have to get your information needs to come from a person who is balanced. Trust me, you know. Your information comes from a person who's balanced, okay? It should come from a balanced person because they're going to give you balanced advice. If you go to a person who's not balanced, they're going to give you one-sided advice. So choose wisely whenever you seek advice from anybody, okay? Test the spirit. Even me. Don't just take my word at face value. Literally test the spirit. Consult with spirit. Ask them for yourself. Is this word true? Give me a sign, okay? I need to know. Because people who are close to you are the people who will deceive you the fastest and the most. And they're the people who want to cause you this tower. But you see, it's two people falling out. So just know, revenge is the Lord's at the end of the day. Revenge belongs to the Lord. So there's nothing that you have to do. Your spirit team got you covered. You are protected. You are very protected. So there's nothing that anybody can do to you that won't affect them too. With the two people falling out the tower. Yeah, they might have shook some things up for you with this tower energy. But guess what? They life gonna be shook right with you. Y'all both gonna be falling to the ground together at the end of the day. Don't play with spirit. Return to sender. That's facts. Don't play with spirit. Because spirit ain't gonna play with you. Look. Truth. Yeah, look, you have to look with the temperance coming out in that divine energy. Don't play with spirit. Look, the Hierophant. Don't play with spirit. What else is this? Strength. We already seen that one. Yeah. I'm telling you, you are stronger than you know here. So don't let these childish people play in your face. You're stronger than you know. Hold on. Wait a minute. Give me a second. There's somebody over there I can just hear it. Love. Love. What about love? What about love? Oh my God. Wait a minute now. I'll pull on a little love energy, okay? Just hold on. I'll pull on a little love energy. Hold on. I'm talking about I just hear just love. What about love? Pull on love. I hope she do love before she go. I want to know, is my person coming in? Is my person coming back? Your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. Star. I get money, I'm a star. Star. Let's see what we have. So when it comes to matters of love, just throw that tidbit in there. When it comes to matters of love, hey, somebody said, I prefer pentacles over love. Come through with the pentacles. Hey, but hey, look, when you got all them pentacles all mounted up around you, you're going to be feeling a little lonely after a while. Because one thing money can't buy is companions. They can. They just won't be real. Money can buy you some fake friends. But true friends, true love, money can't buy that. I don't miss nobody but the people I miss, baby. And they know who they are. Okay. And they know me. Charisma. Love flows to you. You radiate charisma and charm. So you're very charming, or this could be your person's energy, okay, as well. Look, we have friendship here. This connection is based on friendship. It may never develop into romance. See? So you may have a very charming friend, or you and your friend may be very charming, very charismatic. So it's like you could sit and talk for hours and hours and hours, and that's it. Then you go your separate way. It said this connection is based on friendship. It may never develop into romance. And that's totally fine, right? It says love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. Okay, I have been a victim of this. Baby, falling in love fast and get my feelings hurt. Okay? Anticipation. Embrace the sweet anticipation of love's arrival in your life. It's coming. So some of you guys, because my mind is going back to that a few months. So some of you guys may have some love coming in a few months. And to me, a few months is 3. A few is 3 to me. Okay? Look, y'all. Look to your dreams. Look to your dreams. They hold all the answers you seek. And what I started with this message with, these crazy dreams I've been having, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to have to just do like a live. I'm just going to go live one day and just talk about all my crazy dreams. Because they be crazy. They be like matinees, okay? Like movies. And some of the things I see and some of the places I be like, I've never in my life seen this place before, but I feel like it's real. Imperfections. Love is a beautiful mess. Embrace it. Embrace its imperfections. So don't expect your person to be perfect. The biggest mistake you can make is trying to mold somebody into what you want them to be. Let them folks be who they is. And then you decide whether or not you want to deal with them, okay? Let them be who they are. Then you can decide whether or not that's something you want to deal with. But don't try to force somebody to be a certain way just because that way makes you feel better at the end of the day. Let people be who they are. An opportunity to dress up and party, fun times ahead. So this is the second time that this energy has come out. Okay? So some of you guys are definitely about to be invited to a party. Turn up. Turn up. Okay? You might even meet you a little whoa at the party. Okay? Okay? Y'all ain't got to be lovers. Y'all can just be friends. You know, you can be friends with benefits if you want to. Okay? It ain't got to be romantic. You know? Intercourse ain't always romantic. Sometimes you just... and bye. Just don't do too much, okay? Keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. The reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. Closure. Not all connections are meant to be. Accept closure. So once again, you and the person may have tried to be lovers and ended up being friends. You and the person may have tried to be lovers and ended up enemies. But look at here. You don't need closure at the end of the day. What is closure but another way to get back in the door? Another way to leave that, another way to tie that string one more time. You don't need closure. What's the closure for? They've already made it clear that they don't want to be with you, or you already made it clear that you don't want to be with them. So what's the closure for? What are we closing? It's already closed. It's closed when you chose another option. Okay? It's closed when I chose another option. It was closed when the love wasn't there no more. It was closed when you made me feel different. What's the closure for? One last time. That's what the closure for. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Sometimes people do want to have closure just to keep the sparks flying. Okay? Just to keep the little flame burning. Just to keep the crack in the door. Okay? Just so if wherever they running off to ain't working out, they can run back. But nope, door closed. Access denied. Said, yes, let me be who I am. That is so funny. Said, this journey is bigger than just one goofy weirdo. Facts. 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 So I'm gonna pull like maybe 3 or 4, and then I'm out of here because I got to go. I actually supposed to been gone, but I got to go, hunty. I got to go while it's still daylight. So Holy Spirit, can I get about 3 or 4 out of this deck? And we gonna shut it down. Boof. The ending messages. Okay, well, okay. We'll take it. Ooh, well, that's more than enough here. I guess I'll take all of them, and I'll be out. So this is it, okay? Like MJ, this is it. Look, 8 of Cups. Walking away, letting go, leaving behind. And it's so funny that this is the first card out when we just got done talking about closure, okay? And you don't need closure, right? So baby, if you know it's not a good situation, you don't need closure. Just block them and keep pushing. They'll get the picture. They know. Knight of Swords. Assertive and impatient. Direct and daring. Ambitious and motivated. So yeah, you cannot rush love. You cannot rush anything. You cannot rush a person to realize, right? Oh, you can't rush anything. Never try to rush a relationship at the end of the day because it's going to crash just as fast. Okay? So I told them, the number you've reached is no longer in service. Please hang up or try this call again. Strength. This is the second time strength has come out. Courage, confidence, and inner power. Baby, you got to have the strength. Okay? You have to have the strength. And then look, this is like 8-8 energy on the board right here. Ooh, 88. I'm getting 808 as well. So when you get a chance, when I close this live, look up angel number 707 and look up angel number 808. That could be very significant. Okay. But this is definitely a time where you're having to display the most strength that you've ever had to display ever in your life. Honestly, is the energy is given. This is a time where you're learning to be patient because you were very impatient. Now you don't have a choice but to be patient. And you're learning that patience really is a virtue. You're learning that. You're learning to enjoy the wait because the outcome is so much better that way. We have the devil. This is the second time this has come out. Obsession and addiction, toxicity and excess, codependency. A lot of time a person will string you along because they're codependent. They need your energy. They feed off your energy. Okay? They need your energy. They feed off your energy. Okay? Could even be very obsessive. So you have to be careful with this type of person. Okay? But you definitely have the strength to conquer all things. The world. Completion. Closing cycles. Achievement. Come on now. It's over. How many more ways? You have to close out the cycles with the toxic people. Friends, family, lovers, sides, third parties, woes, hoes, bros, whoever. If they toxic, close the cycle because they're holding you back from your abundance. They're holding you back from this Empress energy, Emperor energy, okay? Divine feminine, motherhood and nurturing. Divine masculine, fatherhood, okay? Protector, standing on business. So yeah, this is the message for sure, you guys. Spirit is really harping on the fact that you need to do away with the toxicity. You don't need closure. You don't need any closing remarks for the relationship. Baby, have the strength to keep it pushing. Have the strength to close the cycle without any kind of closure. Now that's true strength. Have the strength to not want to see them again. Yes, woes, hoes, and bros. Literally. Get rid of all the toxicity. Anybody, anything. Even a job. Because I guarantee you, Spirit will give you another one. But patience is a virtue. You have to believe it. You have to believe it and you have to receive it. I'm supposed to be ending this live, but it still feels like it's something else. What is it though? What could it be? What could it be? 44. That's my number, y'all. That's my number, 44. Says Spirit straight fire today. Hey, that's how Spirit be. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay, Spirit, so what is this? Because I'm supposed to have been gone, but I'm still here with the collective. Like, what we doing? What we doing, Spirit? What is this about? Why am I still here? Spirit, I don't even know where that deck at. I don't know where that deck is, Spirit. Say, it's me. I'm weak. Find it. I want to find it. Look, see, that's me being disobedient, right? Hold on, y'all. Let me go see if I can find this deck real quick. Don't be trying to look at my butt and stuff and see what I got in my trunk, okay? Amor. Oh, wait. I really don't know where is that, but we gonna do this right here, and we gonna leave it. Where is that? It says, look for the signs that will guide you to the destiny you have known all along. Come through, Spirit. Look for the signs that will guide you to the destiny you have known all along. Y'all already know what Spirit got for y'all. Eggs are expensive. But y'all already know what Spirit got for y'all. Look, you have reached a new level. If this ain't full circle, do y'all remember what we were talking about? How relationships are assignments? And we were talking about at the end of an assignment, you get the test in order to go to the next level. Roll it back, baby. You have reached a new level. Those of you that have done this healing work, okay, actually staring your past right in the face, square in the face, and say, I'm not afraid of you. Okay? You reached a new level and a new land to be discovered. There is something for you there. There is something for you in the unknown. In the unknown, there is something there. Do not be afraid to tread on new grounds, because a lot of the times you'll find those new grounds are the things that are actually going to bring you joy. And joy feels good. Joy feels good. And joy is something that never leaves you. You can always tap back into your joy. Even if somebody pissed you off, that doesn't mean they take your joy. That means they temporarily affected you for the moment. But joy. Joy cometh in the morning. Joy in the morning. Joy in the evening. Joy at nighttime. It's a beautiful thing. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. I used to hear that so much. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. I didn't understand. As you connect the spirit, you draw closer to your higher self. It's levels to this. It's levels to this. At the end of the day, what level are you on in your own journey? That's the question. What level are you on in your own journey? Are you here? Or are you here? Or you somewhere in between just trying to make it? think about that. 44 is back. You're protected. You are protected. Okay? Thank you guys for tuning in. And just remember, don't let anybody steal your joy. You don't need confirmation from somebody about your own life. Just make the decision. So what? So what if it go wrong? You learn from that. So what if you choose the wrong person? You learn from that. Literally, it's all about learning a lesson and applying it to the next situation. Applying the lesson to the next assignment. Literally. That's what it's about. Going through all this stuff so you can learn the lesson. So if you go through all this heartache, all this pain, okay, all these towels, and you learn nothing, then you're going to have many more. You're going to have many more coming. Believe that. But if you go through the towels, the pain, the struggles, the tears, the heartache, come through, Spirit. If you go through that and you learn a lesson, what? You learn a lesson? Oh my God. You get to level up. It's like the difference between a regular diploma and an advanced diploma. Okay? You can go for the advanced diploma now because why? You learn a lesson. You already know because you experienced everything that you needed to learn the lessons from them so you can continue to push forward. Learn a lesson. Stop looking at everything from an emotional standpoint. Oh, this tower is making me feel like this. This tower is making me feel like that. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. Why has God forsaken me? I don't believe in God anymore because he did this to me. No. No, babe. You did it to you through the choices that you made. But God not judging. He's just like, okay, now let's see what you do now that you know that's not the right way. Are you going to self-correct? Or am I going to have to correct you with a towel? Which one you want? Do you self-correct? Or do you want God to bring that towel and correct you? Because he is like a parent. Either you self-correct or the parent is going to come through with the belt and whoop that ass. Or make you stand in the corner. Or take away your devices. One shape, form, or fashion. So thank you guys for coming through. I have appreciated everybody who stopped by my live. Even if you only stopped by for 3 seconds, I'm grateful for that. Because you know what? You ain't have to click on my video. You ain't have to stop by my page. Okay? You ain't have to come through my live and contribute to this energy. You ain't have to do none of that. But you did. And I'm glad you did. Because why? There was a message that needed to be heard. There was a message that needed to be heard. For sure. And hopefully, y'all got the message. Okay. Hopefully the message has been heard. Thank you guys for stopping. Bye. I'll definitely see y'all in the next one. Toodaloo. Yeah. In the meantime, feel free to check out any of my other videos. You may be surprised what's in those videos. Okay? Because Spirit be coming through. Okay? Spirit be coming through. Thank you for the subscriptions. Y'all go watch some of my other content. It's some good stuff in there. I'm telling you, some good stuff. Especially if you're a person who really going through like the dark night of the soul and it's like, okay, I want to do better, but I don't know where to start. Check out my videos. Especially the one I have a video that says I don't understand my emotions and I want to change. You can start there. I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by. You guys are the best. Thanks for all the subscriptions going up. I love it. I love it. I love it. Say emotions are irrelevant. I wish emotions were irrelevant, but they're so important. They're so important because at the end of the day, if you don't have a grasp on them, whoo, baby, they can shake up some things. They'll have you doing stuff you ain't even know. You don't even know why you're doing it. It's because of them emotions out of whack. But thank you guys. I'm trying to still catch some of this sunlight. So until next time, catch me in the next one. Subscribe, check out my content. Don't forget to hit the bell notification and definitely take advantage of the 420 special that I have running right now. 4 questions for $20. All my information is in the description box. Okay? Thanks for the subscriptions, you guys. Love you. Thank you for tuning in.